Okay, so this is an update post about my Schwinn Point Beach cruiser bike. I've had it for more than a year now. I don't really remember how long I've had it for. And in that time I've made some improvements to it. And so I just wanted to show you what I've done to it. I've got a cool bullet style headlight there. Alright. I've got a little transistor radio that's held in place on the handlebars using a holder that Five Below sells for it's intended for use with smartphones, but I would not put my smartphone on that. In fact, you even see that I'm using a rubber band to keep the to make sure that my radio doesn't fall out, and it's just a $15 radio. I had bought a mechanical speedometer that looked cool on here, but it was junk. It was grossly inaccurate, and I just didn't like it at all. So I ended up getting an electronic one. It doesn't really look quite right on the bike, but it's the best I can do. Going back over here, I've also got this cool little thing. You can get these on eBay. It's a little holder for one of these LED flashlights that everybody has. The holder, you know, again, a couple bucks from China, and any of these flashlights will just snap right into it. I have that because, as neat as the bullet light is, it isn't really all that bright. So between the two of these, it lights the road up pretty good. Oh, I did change the pedals, because I pointed out in my previous video how much I hated the plastic pedals that came with this originally. So I got these nice rubber block pedals that have reflectors on them and stuff. Very nice, high quality. It's made of metal. Love it. I have a cool old soda crate on the back. This is really great for throwing stuff into it whenever I take the bike to the store or anything. In fact, I usually keep my chain in there. It is secured to the rack using some hardware store items, just fender washers, bolts, and then between the crate and the rack, some large rubber bushings. And then on the bottom, some lock washers. Yeah, you can see what I used there. I used, looks like I didn't use lock washers, just, what do you call them? Again, with the fender washers and wing nuts. Alright, now the crate, like everything else on here, looks cool and retro, but it's not really old at all. Fact is, I got it from Michael's for $7, and then I painted the logos on the side, and I stained it so that it would hold up a little better in wet conditions. I got this cool old license plate off eBay. A little bicycle license plate, which I love. I think that looks great on there. And also from eBay, I have this this Taillight. Now, I have the Taillight there because there's no place else to put it back here, as you can see. And what I like about this Taillight is that it has a light sensor and a motion sensor, so it only comes on when the bike is in motion and it's dark out. And it's also got an accelerometer in there that is supposed to cause it to come on like a brake light when you come to a stop. But it fires the brake light more often than it ought to, just because of vibration, stuff like that. But it's okay. I like it. It has four modes. That's what I usually leave it on. That, and I'm not sure. Oh, there you go, blinking. The one thing it doesn't seem to have is steady on, but I guess that makes sense when you figure that it's intended to be used as a brake light, and if it's steady on all the time, then you can't tell when the brakes come on. So anyway, so that's that. it looks right on there because it's white and red. Bye, Joycey. You too. I have not corrected the cheap reflector. I've found other things to waste my time with. This little chrome airplane is also really cool. It had, until about 2 days ago, a propeller on the front that would spin in the wind when you were riding around. But I broke it off because I wasn't looking what I was doing, and I broke it off. But that's okay. Still makes for a cool little chrome airplane. The bike ride's nice. The shifts from gear to gear are very, very smooth and clean. And the bike, like I said, it rides really smoothly. It stops nicely. It's still just a joy. And when people see it, they smile and make comments. And if I hear one more Pee Wee Herman joke, I swear I'm going to throttle someone. But yeah, so that's it, man. I get all the joys of riding around on a classic or vintage bicycle without any of the headaches that come with owning something that was built in the 30s or the 40s or the 50s. And since everything on here was bought and is still being manufactured mostly in China, you know, you can still get them on eBay and stuff, nothing's really actually rare. And I could, you know, build another one of these if I had to, but I really don't want to have to, so I do lock it up. And there you go, that's all I have to say, I guess. Ride on.